Okay, are we ready to do this? Try to win 4 games in a row so I can get to 50 wins. What is it? 10 to 9? I don't think I can do 2 hours. I can try. But I try and I try and I try, and you don't believe me. Old Stray Cat song. Let's take a look at something. I'm trying to get to 50 wins. Okay, so it says 45. I have 46. A Fortnite tracker, so I'm going to go with that one. 50% is okay. But I played a lot of What's up, Plush? Going over some stats here. Played a lot of games to start the season with my old controller. Well, my rig was getting fixed. Stock controller's terrible. Chubster, okay, let's go. Right off the bat. I'm trying to get 50 wins here. I'm looking to win 4 games tonight, which of course is not going to happen. But we'll take it one match at a time. Are you guys ready for this? Are we going to go and drop it in shred? We're going to take it out with Dr. Doom. New season comes in tomorrow. Dude, it's like 90 degrees here in Vegas, and it's like almost 9 p.m. I would have put my cam on, but I got my shirt off because I don't want to drag a fan out here. And you can't really stream with your shirt off. Like, they kind of block you for that. So, sorry. I know some people might enjoy that, but not happening. I've had some coffee and my teeth kind of hurt now. All right. Yeah, I suppose, right? Like, I know many vids and all that, but I'm not set up to do all that stuff. I play out here on my TV in my living room, dude. Like on a console. I'm playing on an old PS4. I almost bought a PS5 right before my Target card they just canceled it. Like, I don't know why. Like, they just stopped sending me bills. It was weird. I'm like, wait, what? And they were all the way down to like $3.99, and now they're like $5.50. It's like, dude, come on. I knew I should have bought one. I just wouldn't let myself. But oh, I fucking hate surfing drops. But I'll do it just for the hell of it. If the next one's a surfing drop, I will back out. Yeah, and I still don't really know where. Like, they stopped sending me like any type of notifications about what I owe or whatever. It's kind of crazy. Wow, this is a bad zone, dude. All the way down there. And I had a good limit. I had a limit of like 3K on that thing. And it came in really handy. And I think that sometimes banks will on the fly readjust whether they want to deal with you or not. Because I had a Chevron gas card for a while. I had a $200 limit, and it went down to $150. I totally fumbled, and then they just canceled it. Like, bro, sorry, your credit score went too low. We're done with you. I'm like, what? I've never missed a payment. What do you mean? They're like, yeah, sorry, bye. I was like, fuck you then. Nobody cancels me. Who do you think you are, Chevron? That company makes like $8 million a day, whatever, like minimum per hour or something. Like, no joke. I forget what like Chevron, Exxon, what those dudes make, but the oil magnets, giants, are so deep in money. Some shocks here. A little different part of the island to land on. Yeah, I agree, dude. Like, they just up and, like, just said, no, we're done with you. I'm like, huh? For what? Is this a flusher? I don't know. Shockies. Alright, I get my head in the game here. That differently. Look at how they're programming these bots now. The bots are like all over it, bro. Like they move like regular players now. Okay, where was I? So, oh yeah, you wanted to keep it fun. Go ahead, Chubb. Just say what you got to say. All right. Shocks. Oh no. You're gonna keep it PG-13, right? Yeah, the Target card was cool because you just buy like domestic stuff here, apartment, house, whatever. Cause that shit adds up, right? Like spend 150, 250 on sheets, towels, whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have to come right out of your bank account. And that's why things have been so hard the past few years, because I don't have any credit cards. Where the fuck is that chest? I gotta operate. Okay. Look at that fucker. Better. That first headshot really came in handy being a 100. I did not mean to drop my shockwaves. Man, I'm all over the place right now. I don't remember where I put them. Are they in the garage out here? Okay, so I dropped my shockwaves and I don't know where they are. I'm a bozo. That's just cool, but I don't need that. When you get old, don't get dumb like me. perfect. This guy's glitched. Sorry, Mr. Bot. Can I hit a fucking shot, please? I played that perfect, and I missed every shot. Like, how is that dude just jumping around and attacking me? I cannot believe how fucking lame that was. I walled up, waited for him to come through. I'm completely dumbfounded. I mean, maybe it's my ping. Maybe that guy's got trigger bot. I don't know, but that made no sense. I played that perfect. You know, Scott Weiland, I remember Billy Corgan was talking about how he really liked the third album, which is my favorite record, and just kind of brought out how people forget how versatile and just talented Scott was vocally, right? Like, he wasn't some operatic guy, right? Like, not that you need to be an amazing singer, but that dude's voice had so much, like, versatility, man. He was really, really beautiful vocalist. And also kind of a reminder that some people do need drugs to be creative and at their peak, right? Like, it's a shame, but that's just the animal they are. I'm bummed out the guy died, but everyone's got their own way of doing things, man. Wow, how did I lose that fight, man? What the fuck was that? I hate that fucking shotgun. I knew I should have kept the twin hammers. That one was on me, guys. I fucking blew that. Had that dude 3 times and missed all 3 fucking shots. Let's try that again. I never land there. Like, on the first 4 records, there's a real musical growth for STP that not many bands were capable of, right? With or without success. You know, the first album's really good. They come out with some nice, really fun first songs, a couple of hits on there. Second album, same thing, not much different than the first. Get a little deeper. Third album changed everything. Like, that is a masterpiece. And then, on the 4th record, a little more experimental in a different way, a little heavier sound. The songs were kind of tightened up and not as experimental per se, but then you have Sour Girl and I Got You, which is a really, really good song as well. Both slow, kind of, you know, more moody tracks, but incredible nonetheless. But then after the 4th record, the albums only have songs here and there that hold me, like Too Cool Queenie and a couple others on the Shangri-La Dog. Days of the Week. That was Angus Maple's favorite song. She thinks I'm the enemy. Out through the open door. Alright. Monday. Back from the dead. See, I get it in my head, a little melody there, and I gotta roll with it. Rest in peace. God bless you, Scott Weiland. They're actually gonna have a gig here in Vegas around 4th of July at the M Resort and Casino, and I might try and go to that. I haven't been to a rock and roll show in years. I just kind of want to be in the room with the DeLeo brothers and Eric Kretz. You know, that'd be kind of cool after all this time to be in the room with those dudes. Don't turn away, what are you looking at? She was a happy girl the day that she left me. Say. Sorry, I'll stop singing. I was a Superman, but looks are deceiving. Yeah, she is. You know, at the time, I wasn't really all that big on Sarah Michelle Gellar, but she's very pretty, and she rocks in that video. So, more Teletubby style. All right, what do we got here? Okay, we're gonna try the water center again. See if I don't get murked this time. I don't even elims yet. I have like no max. Dumpster fire so far. Welcome back, Chester. Where are my sprays? There we go. Born to lose, live to win. There was this old, they're not really a punk band, but they were an old three-piece hard rock band from New York, New Jersey called the Devil Dogs. And one of my favorite songs was Back in the City Tonight. So I'm back in the city tonight. They were. That was a band I didn't get to see live. Also, that they have a live album called No Request Tonight, and it's fucking incredible. It's below me. But by the time I got hip to those dudes, they were pretty much done. But Saturday Night Fever, Stereo Drive, and No Request Tonight, dude. If you find those records, are really good. Real honest American rock and roll band. All right. I don't know. Well, let me see. I don't want to go there. Let's go to this open spot. So there was an old cable access show called Callin' Sleazy Friends in the mid to late 90s. And it was done by this guy Colin Malone and Dino Everett. And they would have porn stars on. And Dino was in a band called Streetwalkin' Cheetahs. So they would always have like really cool music at the end of the show. Punk rock bands, indie bands, whatever. But they would have guests on the show, and they'd talk to them, and at the end of the show, they would get naked and dance around. Because on public access, you could be naked, but you couldn't do anything sexual, per se. Anyways, Callin' Sleazy Friends was hilarious. And I even went and checked out Streetwalking Cheetahs a few times. And they were fun. They were a good band too. They had a live album called Live at KXLU. Hello, third viewer. Which is also another really fantastic, like late 90s rock and roll album. Anything in here? Go hit this one. Getting easy rotates on this one, guys. I like it. But no kills. And some shitty weapons. Fighting over here. Yeah, I was really fortunate that had access to so many good like rock and roll bands and clubs because of living in LA, you know, over the 20, 30-year period, you know. Don't miss. Is it a blue shotgun, please? I guess that's a no. Bullets on this map. This is terrible. Alright. We have one elim and there's 11 people left. Like, what the sweat fest is going on this Friday night? Fast and loose, boys. Fast and loose. Hope I took my drop. That's okay. Bit of a trap. Ain't that the truth, Chubster? Don't forget what you get for a life of hard work, a bad back and a soft dick. Nobody likes either of those. Thank you. Guy was doing the sugar-free white rock stars for a while there. That's too low. I'm trying to play too fast. I gotta slow it down. My eyes aren't adjusting. Waypoint there. Son of a bitch. Look at that zone, bro. Like, what the, like, who did I get mad at, Epic Games for this zone? Bro, it's over. It's over. I should just DC. Okay. 1v7. This is going to be tough. Yeah, since I'm only on Twitter, I don't really, all the new meme stuff, anything, it all goes right by me. I'm not on the gram or Tick. Six. Bad save right there. That dude got shredded. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Oh, good. Good is good. Jetpack out of here, scumbag. Yo, these zones, bro. Look how far I've had to rotate just for this fucking end game. This has like been some of the best editing I've ever done. And like, I'm still completely on the ropes. In shambles, as the kids like to say. in the chest, bro. Man, I need that shit too. Yikes, man. These rotations are just absolutely gnarly. I know I shouldn't complain, but bro, I'm 56 on a controller trying to deal with sweats. Get a shot, Timmy. In zone, dude. Come on, no. God damn it. This hole not being able to hold 6 shockwaves is brutal. Alright. Well. Yeah, F you, bro. I lost to a pig man. What are you gonna do? Coming for you, dude. Hold on a minute. Report player. You've been reported for a stupid name. Yeah, it was. But, I mean, I know tonight's gonna be hard because it's Friday and the update's tomorrow. But yeah, what are you gonna do? I'm actually not playing bad. I just there was no way that rotation was gonna work out. I was behind the 8 ball the whole way. Nobody cares. The penguin leaving. I didn't know that penguins are. They don't have any terrestrial predators. Right? They live in Arctic conditions, so there's no, like, where they, you know, most penguins don't have terrestrial predators, so they're not afraid to go up to people. That's why they're friendly. I thought that polar bears might be where penguins are, but I don't know. I know they tear the shit out of seagull nests and bird nests, whatever I should say. Other types. Like, the reason polar bears are overweight and unhealthy is because there's not as many seals around, so they're eating too many eggs. Alright. I'll try here again. No, you know what? We'll end with the house. Alright, 3rd drop. We gotta get a dub here. I gotta get 4 wins tonight. Or I'm gonna have to, like, dye my hair orange. Should I dye my hair blue again, even though it's long? I know, right? But I tell you what, whenever you've spent hundreds of thousands of years only eating certain types of raw meat and blood and guts, too much of a different kind is the problem. And now you have a cholesterol problem and need your blood pressure medication. Even if you're a polar bear. Need some Ozempic, some Wegovy. Can I get a dub, guys? My 3rd viewer bailed. I'm not happy about that. I'm not entertaining. I'm not an entertaining streamer. It sucks. You know, my good friend Mike Moz. Is there a player there? Yeah, he's in a cone. What are you doing, bro? He started playing a little bit before I did. And I didn't really know how to play this game the first couple years I was playing it. I remember he had 200 wins. Don't do this. Don't hit the wrong button, Timmy. You didn't see that coming, bro? What is your problem? That was too good to be true right there. Finish my story in a minute. That guy got fucking dunked on. Hey, let me give him a little... Have a drink, bro. Have a drink on me. Sorry, not sorry. But I remember he had 200 wins in solos, and I was like, oh man. Someday I gotta catch up to him and pass him on that. And I think I had the time like 90 or something. I think I passed him somewhere in like the 300s, dude. And now I'm like over 600. I don't even know if he's at 400 yet. He might be. I'm not picking on him. I'm just saying that I kind of put a little more time into trying to win at solos. That guy left quick too. He was not happy. Where is the little station I want? It's over here. But now that I'm over 600, I gotta push for 7, right? I don't want to plunder for gold, dude. There. Because I played pretty heavy squads and duos and trios, and I don't really like it that much. Okay, this is a bot right here. It's gotta be. Yeah. It's funny how the way they program the bots, they completely use the shockwaves all wrong. They throw them at you like a regular grenade. That's real players. Gotta watch out for that dude. See how that bot, like, they never used to do that. Ramp over and drop down? Okay. This guy's gonna push. He took the risk. Ben. Yeah, there's three things they do. They throw the fucking shockwaves wrong, they do a double stack, and they jump a specific way when they fight you now. Chase me. Yo, can I get a blue AR, please? Like, what's going on here? Hello, 5 viewers. What's happening? We're blowing up. What am I? Oatly or something? Ooh, someone's up here. Dude, what is with my input delay, bro? Come on. I wait for him to land in my crosshairs. Oh my god, this fucking game. I'm so fucking mad. What are you gonna do? Let it go, Timmy. Hold on, guys. I gotta open something on my curtain here. La-da-dee, la-da-da. All right, Dr. Doom, if you don't give me some results here, I'm going to have to swap you out. Go to the palms. Yo, can I find some shield, please? criminy. You can push by these boss, and there's still no shield armor. Gotta have a shotgun. Alright, a bit of a break. Someone's using the fire pits outside and burning something. That smells great. So I'm going to move it back in here. Well, I was going to try and get my good buddy Angus Maple to come out at the end of March. Maybe find some girls that have one last hurrah. But he can't make it, so no last hurrah. Swiney and Maple. Maybe in April, he said, but I'm not holding my breath. Yeah, it does. It would have been really fun. Wow, that's all it does? Oh, I got ripped off. Already got one. Pass. They just run at you now, man. want to see him before he bails, man. Like, never get to hang out with the dude anymore. But I get it. It's gonna be his last like month in town, and he's got to spend a lot of time with his daughter if he can, you know, and pack and things like that. Guess I'm gonna have to move to Ohio, right, Chubster? Or should I move to Kansas City? The only upside if I move to Kansas City is Jessica Luss spends time there because her son lives there, and maybe I could see her here and there and fool around with her. Although she's probably not into me anymore. She was fantastic. One of my favorites. Much better. Thank you. $17 players left. Well, that's not terrible. Use a better shotgun. I just came from that area. Okay, they're all going to be fighting here on the mountain and coming out of here. By the time this zone starts and finishes, there's going to be 6 people left, dude. This is where all the fighting is. Lethal Labs, the blue marker, maybe here at the diner and the mountain. So, I got to get somewhere right around here. I'd like to have some more elims, but I want a dub. There's a player. Can you hear me? What's going on? Am I tripping, or did I see someone go in that bush right there? There he is. Need to ghost this guy. Is he? Oh, later. bot down, back in the Matrix. Okay. No, that was just me pretending that things are going well. I was just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't mean to not be truthful, but things are so bad that I'm just trying to be like, yeah, things are okay. I'm going to do this and that. And no, I don't have anything going on. So sorry about that. Alright, what I tell you, it's going to be down to 5-6 players. Yeah, I want to be excited for me too, Chubster. But not yet. Maybe someday. Switch over to brick. Wishful thinking, right? Trying to manifest destiny here. Oh, okay. I hit a fucking shot? This is terrible. I'm letting bots torture me. Let us pray, bro. Let us pray. Alright, 1v2. What are these fuckers? Off this fucking game, dude. Two click, okay. That's the bot. Oh. Thing's loaded. All right, here we go, Chubs. Nice, hit a tree. Can you believe it? I actually got a dub, bro. Woo! Rock and roll, man. Okay, 3 more to go. Okay, I'll do 1 more drop. At least. Thank you, Chubster. Yep, GG's to me. My opponent. He kind of panicked whenever I threw the shockwave down on him. Also, I shockwaved up, and I knew he was healing. And so, since I do that play to shockwave away a lot, I kind of know what he's thinking. Because he didn't shock and then come right back down to fight me, like the sweats will do. I'm not saying that dude sucked. I'm saying that I got fortunate to push him when I did. And so whenever he shocked away, I knew he was a little nervous, a little tentative. He wasn't hitting any shots from down low, which made me a little more confident. And then when I threw the shockwave down there, that seemed to kind of rattle him a little bit. So I just went on the offensive and went after him. I almost lost that fight, you know, like I missed a couple of times, but I think I would have thrown my controller into the fucking pool if I lost that game. $47 dubs, okay? What do we got here? One more down here. Those guys are going to see my name in the lobby of the crown. They're all going to come after me. From last game. Let's go. I had a guy land just behind me and then slide kick me off this cliff. And I landed in the water, but as I tried to get to the barge, I just couldn't get far enough away from him, and he shot me trying to get onto the barge. I was so mad. I watched him the whole game and he won. I was so pissed. I knew I could have beat that dude. But sometimes you're in shambles from the get-go. That was a bot, dude. That thing shredded me. These bots are out of control. Say goodnight to Guff. You know, it's all those players sorry, all the streamers are complaining about too many bots, right? And there's not nearly as many bots as they say there is. Now, I'm not really against Fortnite, you know, ramping them up, whatever, but it's pretty precarious. Sometimes, like I said, you got to worry about bot shredding you, you know? Early in the game, that can be pretty frustrating. But those streamers complain no matter what they do, so. That's stupid. 30 bullets? What is that all about? Okay, so just to entertain the joke, I will look at apartment prices in Kansas City and Ohio and see which one I would choose if I had to. Ohio's more of a hockey state, and there's more culture out there. I probably have a hard time, you know, choosing against that, but Kansas City does have a lot of barbecue. So. And Jessica Lust, that has that too. So. But there's not as much, how to say, like if I ever wanted to be in a beer league again, I'm sure there's way more opportunity in Ohio. They got the Blue Jackets and all that stuff. It'd be cool if like the Kansas City Scouts came back. Why? Now somebody posted a thing about how things are so much more colorful 70s and 80s and whatnot, and like especially with cars, how there was a lot of cars with just real vibrant pastel yellow and orange, green, and you know, stuff like that. From all manufacturers. And then you get to like the mid 90s was when all the like monotone silver and, oh, I don't like that. Let's take it. You know, the silvers and the grays, white and black, blah blah blah. A lot of beige, like metallic beige. And if you go back and look, I'm bringing this up because you look at some of the hockey jerseys from the 70s of teams that aren't around anymore, like the Kansas City Scouts, Colorado Rockies, and there was another one. And there's all these like red and yellow and blue, and it's very vibrant. It was very colorful. What's this guy doing? Trying to win the game, dude. I don't want to kill you. And I think there's just been real push because like the whole thing about the Raiders and just silver and black, it just kind of overpowered everyone. It got real boring. Like people got afraid of color and thought color wasn't masculine enough, right? It's like, that's stupid. I think that's all part of why I really like how Native American fabrics, like they use so many vibrant colors. Like they mix everything. And on them it looks very masculine and appropriate. It doesn't look wimpy at all. But different time, different eras, you know what I'm saying? But the world definitely needs a little more vibrance and color. Everything's gotten so dark and drab and boring, and there's too many monads around these days, dude. Just complete lames. Box over there. Okay, I see you, bro. See you over there trying to cook. You in there? No, you're not. Footsteps. That's the problem with controller, dude, is I almost lost that, and I had him 3 or 4 times on the ropes there. But I didn't, so whatever. But it's easy to fumble on controller when you're old and ham-fisted like I am. I need some shield. Oh, vending machines are over here. Yeah, it really does. I mean, at the time, and I still do, I liked it when the Kings went from purple and gold to silver and black. And then when they went back to like a purple and silver and black, I was like, what is this, bro? I don't know if I'm feeling it, but now I kind of wish they would go back to it, because those were actually pretty fresh. You know. And purple / royal blue has always been a color for LA teams, the Lakers and the Kings, so it's kind of appropriate in my opinion. It's not gold. If they would just redesign the, you know, unis like they had a couple times from the original, it'd be fine. Got an echo? That was tripping me. I was like, there's no footsteps. I hear other people around me. This is bad. Could have got shredded right there. Hello, second viewer. Trying to defend this crown I just won. I'm floundering. 1v6. We're not in the money yet. Oh boy. What are these zones, dude? I'm telling you. Oh my god. I'm having to rotate so hard, man. Almost every end game is like this. Whatever, deal with it, Timmy. Let's go. Cry now, cry later. Nobody cares. Click. 94. Try not firing at anybody until I have to, until that last fight, because it gives your position away. Don't do that, dummy. Son of a bitch, you barely caught me. Fuck you, man. God damn it. Couldn't catch a break on that rotation. He had a really good high ground to come down behind me, but I wasn't sure which panel I should use to put a ramp, so I didn't use one. And thought I could kind of slink by the side there, but it wasn't meant to be. One more, guys, one more. No, what was that guy doing? this guy's using the ESP. Hold on. Already up. Lazy scumbag. Burn in hell. I'm so salty. Angry and bitter and salty. Hard rotation though. It's going up and down and back to those builds. I made a couple of mistakes. My shotgun being blue, I wasn't all that confident. I needed to be purple or gold, and I could have been a little more bold and pushed people at the end there. And that guy had a good angle on me before I had to start moving that chewed me up pretty bad. Oh, on the contrary, I've heard that I'm very sweet, Chubster. Veruca James is very complimentary of my pig sauce many years ago. What's up, Plush? So yeah, it kind of tastes like nothing. It's great. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I don't smoke cigarettes and drink Diet Coke all day. No, it's not. Remember, pineapple juice is like the wrong way to make it taste better. It's about fluid intake and potassium intake. The sugar can actually, I don't know, it depends on everyone's body chemistry, but you get better results with just, like I said, high fluid and potassium. And things that make it worse are coffee, cigarettes. Smoking weed makes it really bad. Like, THC and marijuana products are really bad for it. Coffee doesn't help. Yep. Okay, what are we looking at here? We're going to go to the aquatic center. Yeah, like you can get, you know, potassium in like yogurt, coconuts. Also, like I eat a lot of like just walnuts, pistachios, cashews. Like things like that actually help probably the most. Mineral waters, they help too. Like I said, Perrier, Pellegrino, LaCroix, shit like that. Alright, we're gonna be contested drop. Am I gonna get fucking clapped early? I did good. Almost had me. The minion doesn't really know what he's talking about half the time, so don't listen to what that dude says. No offense to Doron, but okay, got a sweat pushing. Weapons, dude. you're talking about Minions. Now I know what you're talking about. I thought you meant like Minion from Billy Watson, porno guy. My bad. Where is this dude? Turn around like a bot to bring him out. Oh, this one sucks. Two of those. Huh. The Minion and Chico Wang. We were all around at the same time, like it's like, I started performing in '04, so we'd all kind of been around for a few years at that point. But he did kind of, man, did I drop a medkit back there? Have his site and all that stuff because, Wanker Wang tried to always, like, think it was funny to use that dude in those self-deprecating ways, right? I thought that was really stupid. I was like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you have a guy that you could make into a total rock star, and yet you got to make it humiliating? Like, I was really offended by that. But Wanker Wang was a real moron anyways. You know, I could care less if that guy's dead. You know, fuck him. He kind of deserved it, too. But, you know, they had the chance to take the Minion and do some real positive with that. And he just wanted to make it into some joke. Because I know, like, you could tell, like, one reason Wanker did it was because he secretly wanted to fap to that stuff, you know, he didn't want to admit it, but it's so stupid. It would have been really cool if they would have created that in a way that wasn't so stupid, you know. But yes, the Minion was up and a little more above board. Oh, that's a tough call. I'll take it. This game, bro. I don't want that. Could have really been something if they played it different. That's what I want. Check the map. Go north again. Torbe's been around for a while too, to some degree, right? Like, he's not new, but Again, this is my problem with Torbe, is he started off with that stupid gimmick of the priest with the stupid teeth and everything. I just don't know why people didn't just come out and like just try and have their own sex appeal and energy based on no gimmicks, you know? Right, and they just had to keep smearing him in food and making him an idiot, and that's the problem. And then there's a lot of people that make and create porno don't know how to be sexual. It's always been that way, especially from, you take the mid-late 90s onward when things exploded and there was all the gonzo being made. And then, like I said, the problem I have with the Excel guy is he tries to pretend he's not overweight. You know what I mean? Like, I'm all for a performer dynamic, but he doesn't really seem to have much personality. I don't know what it is, but believe me, I want to root for guys, but he's a little too full of himself. Okay, Lethal Labs is out. I gotta push out and go north. Latte Landing has the blue chest. That's gonna be gnarly. I gotta try and come up late here and camp this backline with my one elim. Are you not entertained? And I'll give compliments where they're due and they're appropriate, you know. Certain factors here and there, but it'd be different if I didn't have the experience of doing all of this myself with no money behind me. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have anybody bankrolling me like all these guys did. One click. How do I only have one medkit? I am waiting, bro. Two guys here? That's what I need it right there. Better shot then. This is bad. I'm right in the open. I get sniped from anywhere. Top 5. We're almost in the money, boys. Can both of you guys get rich, please? Thank you. Okay. Bricked up. Like that, the bricked up. I knew you'd get that. That was dangerous. Okay. I'm like, who is that dude? Oh, nice. I got stuck on my... I didn't mean to hit my build. Oh my god, dude. That was fucking lame. How stupid was that? That was absolutely just dumbfounding how that happened. Because I thought another player came in, and I didn't see that it had a little glow to it as a bot until he'd been around a while. And so then I looked and saw that the panel above me was gone, but the dude didn't see me. And so when I went to rotate and put the wall up, it wouldn't let me build, so that dude came around behind me. That was all fucked up, man. What a drag. What a bad way to end it. But I will say, my two pedigree chums, thanks for hanging out. We did get a dub. We stole one. No, actually, I earned that one. I didn't steal that one. There's going to be a reset in 12 hours, whatever. 13. Get back at it on, I guess, Saturday night or Sunday. I don't know when I'm streaming again. You guys are awesome. Any questions, holler at me on Twitter. Plush, Chubster, stay golden. Here, let me, hold on. Because that's a wrap. And I'll see you guys next time. Rock and roll. Later, guys.